since Mr. Wolf is on the, is a member of the board, he has to speak, I'm going to give him the courtesy to come up and just share his thoughts on it. You know, it is an unpaid position. They spend a considerable amount of time not only in their public meetings, but also in discussions with various citizens. And I think we owe them the courtesy to get some feedback from them. Ultimately, it's going to be our decision of what to do, though. Introduce yourself, please.
My name is John Wolf. I live at 881 Campbell Circle Northeast. I am the newest appointee to the board, and I was appointed by the Board of Education. I've just listened to you guys talk half hour. You've done half hours worth of business on a lot of stuff in a half hour on Clarksburg. We all have more problems. I feel like I just bought a house in Gettysburg in the middle of June 1863, and all at once the two armies showed up and started fighting. That's what the park board is. We're just a battleground. A lot of different situations. Anyway, we have a meeting on the 12th of July. On the 12th of July, we will settle. We will have something for your consideration, but we will have the park board resolution on who's going to be. So if you guys sit quietly for 3 weeks and let us do it, we will have a resolution of that problem. I guarantee you. If not, you guys can all have it if you want to, don't even include the park board. Okay? Is that agreeable? Just give us 3 more weeks.
No. What are you going to do? If you guys don't have the authority, you don't have the authority to do that.
That's what our argument is about. You gotta have, we're arguing about whether you have the authority to make a resolution of such sort. And frankly, I don't think you do have that authority. Okay, and I'll be the first one to argue that. Okay. And so if you bring that resolution to council ultimately is gonna just not do anything with it. I would be certain until we resolve the problem. Correct me if I'm wrong. We resolve the problem that you're suggesting that we do.
What?
You can't put the cart before the horse.
I'm willing to listen to whatever the board would suggest, but again, it's our decision. I totally agree with you. We're the elected officials in the city.
And I take offense to somebody telling me to sit by quietly, when I'm an elected official in this city, and you want me to sit by quietly and wait for a 5-member board that is appointed to make the decisions of the city. I take offense to that.
I take it.
Other than the fact that you called me Mr. Slagle, I really take offense to that. But that's, you know.
Well, I think you can argue it for the next 10 years if you want to.
I've been doing that, sir. I've been arguing this for 10 years.
You get $20
Okay?
million with the debt you're arguing about this for half your time.
I'm done.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Not right
We
now.
will have it for you, and you can do it what you want.
Anything else for this today? I'm going to basically cut and paste my own. I ask you to give me your input. I'll send it out before I put on for the next work session. It will not be for the next meeting, obviously. But by the next work session, I want to have a viable piece of legislation that has covered the issues that I feel come up in the 6 years I've been here to take care of those, so we don't have to waste further time on lawsuits and everything else. And as Mr. Peters says, he's absolutely right. A lot of the noise is created by a few number of people. The problem is the silent people that don't know what's going on. The noisy people make a lot of noise. That gets in the paper, makes big headlines. It may not even be factually correct, but it makes big headlines. And you know, some of this we can clarify pretty quickly, I think, by getting an ordinance down that takes care of at least the major issues and puts the responsibility where I think it ultimately is, and that's with the 9 members of this city council. But always remember that these boards we have, you know, they volunteer a lot of time. They know a lot. They deal with a lot. They see their budgets. You know, to just totally ignore their input, I think would be a wrong idea. So.
And I'll add quickly that I'm not bashing the board, okay, and saying that they're totally worthless. I'm not saying that. I believe they do have a very useful purpose. They do a lot of work, and they do a lot of the, you know, I mean, the things behind the scenes to get things done. I'm not saying they're not important, and I'm not saying that we don't need them. But I'm just questioning what their authority is, and I've always done that, and that's where I'm at.